sprinkling a few little items around, and this is one of them that you will absolutely adore. This is brought to you by Plow and Hearth. They've been around for about 40 plus years, making great quality items that you only used to be able to get it out of a catalog, now offered here at QVC. We have this on a price of $29.95 or 3 easy payments of $9.98. I only presented this one other time, and that was it. And believe it or not, this is the only order of the season. We have four of them to choose from. We actually started with 2,000 of these, and we only have 650 remaining. So if that tells you how popular that these were, I only, again, went on with them one other time. Let's go through the choices because they are just absolutely adorable and all made out of resin material and metal. They have these working rocking chairs. We have first to show you here, this one is our Frankenstein. Little Frankie is just sitting there. We only have 165 of those remaining. He's just contemplating his day on what he's going to do, or maybe reflecting on life. Not quite sure. And they are actually part of the rocking chair, too, so they're not going to come out. Then the second choice we have, this one is our Dracula. So cute. We only have 180 of those to go around. Now, Dracula is adorable. It actually reminds me of like a grandpa, just kind of sitting there as the little kids are telling us their stories to him, and he's very patient. It even has his little fangs that are kind of sticking out. Then we go down here to one of my favorites. This one is our Scarecrow choice. That one is our most limited at only 100 of those remaining. And look at just how adorable from the top to the very bottom. And then our last choice, this one is our mummy. And the mummy's going to be a little bit taller. We actually only have about 200 of those remaining. And this one is the tallest out of the bunch. The other ones are 6 1/4. This one is 6 3/4. So it's a little bit taller because of that top hat. But look at how it's just decked out all the way around. And you know what? That must have taken some time to go ahead and decorate with that costume. Somebody had to help him there with that, I'm sure. And probably can't move once he sat down in that rocking chair, right? So cute. And you know what? These are the little things that make your home just so much fun. Brought to us by Plow and Hearth. We know them, we love them. These are absolutely adorable for tucking into like little areas and little nooks around your home. Again, the dimensions on these are going to be about every one of them are about 6 1/4, except for again that mummy, which is 6 3/4, a little bit taller, by 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So that kind of, it makes it really nice size for putting on a bookshelf, putting it on a side table, decorating in those little areas. There you can see it in maybe a library or in your living room where you can kind of just add that. Oh, look at that, just rocking along. You just want to kind of help it along there a little bit to rock. There you can see that scarecrow with the cute little hat, and you can see the straw popping out the top of the hat, coming out with the hair. Just adorable detail. And that's because of the resin material that this is made out of. You can get that extreme detail as well as that color saturation there with that. And I love the cleverness with these that Plow and Hearth has done, because not just do you have each one of these iconic characters, but you have them in such a way where Frankenstein is, I don't think he's ever been presented just sitting there and just with a little blushed smile, staring up. You can see the bolts, the little stitches on his head. He has like that little bowl cut. Love it with the green, and his eyes are just, he just looks so friendly and so sweet. He has his little jacket and he's just kind of contemplating the day and what am I going to do later? Not quite sure. Am I going to, go talk to my friend Dracula? Maybe. Now, Dracula, I say every time, it looks like a grandpa. It's adorable. Now, if this reminds you of your grandpa, this would be a great gift to give to grandpa. And, just kind of have him sit right next to where grandpa's chair is and put it right next to his side table. And He has that cute little bow tie, just adorable with the cape and a very, very friendly Dracula. Now, let's talk about this one because the Scarecrow is definitely by far the most limited, but my favorite. With that rustic kind of a hat, like you pulled it out of an old bin. Maybe you were going to throw that and give it away to charity. We only have how many? 7 dozen remaining. That's it. You have that wonderful sunflower that's at the very top. You have that little nose, the little blush cheeks, that welcoming smile. Then you have the ruffles around the neck, which are just absolutely adorable with those cute little overalls and the patchwork design. And then you, of course, see the straw just kind of coming out for the hands as he's just kind of sitting there, just, gently rocking. And grandpa's old boots or your father's old boots that we kind of shoved on the very bottom of there to make him look realistic. And then the last choice. This one is so cute, our mummy. And you know what? The fact that we just topped him off with a top hat, I think it just elevates him a little bit more. And he is going to be the tallest out of the four of the bunch. I would encourage more than one. These are safe for outside, indoor, outdoor. So if you do want to decorate with them, but putting them on a mantle, putting them maybe at a front table when you walk into the door, how adorable. And then you have your other kind of decorations around it, or maybe you have the smaller type of pumpkins, or putting it on a bookshelf, or there we have it right by our fireplace. It is just adorable. And of course, you do want to kind of touch it and like rock it back and forth. It's actually attached to that metal rocking chair that actually moves. And again, the four choices are going to be the Dracula, you have the mummy, and the Scarecrow and Frankenstein. This is item number H264426 by Plow and Hearth. And guess what? We only have 6 dozen remaining in that Scarecrow. So if you're looking at it now thinking that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen, you want to get it, you better get it quick because it'll most likely be gone before the end of this show. It is on a price of $29.95 or 3 easy payments of $9.98. And I only presented this one other time. So this is the second time that it's been on, and we are getting super limited on those choices. I love it that we did the most iconic ones. All right, so the next item that I have coming up now is going to be one of my favorites. It is a great way for you to decorate. So how many of you have gone out and have seen in the stores so many of those signs?